What we're first going to touch on is Michael Vick. Michael Vick has been given the opportunity to be a legendary captain at the upcoming Pro Bowl, along with Darryl Green, who's the great corner from the Redskins from way back, Bruce Smith, who's the leading sack guy in NFL history from the Buffalo Bills, and Terrell Davis, who had a short career but very impactful.
Balled in the playoffs.
Yeah, balled in the playoffs. Was part of 2 Super Bowl runs with the Broncos in the late 90s. They beat my Atlanta Falcons one year. Fuck them. But anyway, Terrell Davis was a great running back whose career was cut short because of injuries. And it's all good, right? No one's thinking anything of it.
Yeah, not so fast.
Yeah, but then the PETA community comes out and everyone's protesting Michael Vick being a captain at the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, I saw that. I checked earlier today. It said 630,000 people have signed this petition to
I saw some shit
not
like
have him represented, and it's like that's a lot of fucking people.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, this is a touchy subject. Look, there's one thing you don't argue about with fucking animal lovers, and that's the whole animal cruelty and the dog fighting. They don't play that shit. Yeah, they do not play that shit.
They do not play that.
And now, me personally, I understand he fucked up. He understands he fucked up.
Yeah.
He did his time.
Yeah, he did
his
almost
jail time.
2 years.
Yeah.
Lost millions of dollars.
Yeah, he hasn't been involved in anything like this since. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, you can't take away, no matter what he did off the field, you can't take away what he did on the field.
Yeah.
And, I guess it's your prerogative. If you don't like it, cool. But what can you really do?
Yeah.
What can you really do? They're not going to not take this away. I mean, they're not going to take it away from him because 630,000 people don't agree with what he did back in
2007.
07. By the way, I'm looking at the name. Bad News Kennels. Terrible name. You're asking to get looked at. You're not even. I'm never dropping my dog off at Bad News Kennels for the weekends for you guys to dog sit.
UFC Kennels.
My God! But it's. I don't know. It's touchy, but like I said, you can't take away from what he did on the field. He did his time. He served his punishment. He lost his money. When do you move on? I personally believe in second chances.
Yeah, so do I.
Accordingly, you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you fucking running around just chopping heads off. All right, you don't get a second chance. But
yeah,
he might be sorry. He might be really fucking remorseful.
Yeah, and to me, of course, I'm very close to this situation.
Yeah.
I remember when it first came out, the story of Vick, because I've been a Falcons fan since 1998, so of course I was a fan when this happened. And of course I loved Michael Vick. He was the greatest thing ever. Great player. And then when it came out, I was like, it seems a little bad, but he'll be all right. I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But of course I didn't know the details. And it also comes with how you were raised. Me, I was never around dog fighting, but I've seen the cockfighting before. Mm-hmm. And to me, and I love animals. Ever since I was a kid, I always loved animals. I always connected with animals. I never hurt an animal, on my own. Never something I wanted to do, abuse animals or whatever. Because they are innocent and they're, you take the responsibility to be the pet owner. It's they didn't have a choice. You took the dog, you adopted him, or you bought him. They're relying on you for food, everything. You have to know that off the rip. It's like having a kid. Yeah. But the kid never grows up.
Less dependable. Yeah. It's...
A kid, eventually you could, tell him to do something, and, after a couple years, they could be held responsible for whatever. Dog, at the end of the day, if it fucking shits in your house after 15 years, it is what it is. You're going to get mad, you're going to yell, but it's a fucking dog. So Me personally, I didn't agree with the abuse and all that. Of course, I never want to see animals go through that. But like I said, it is how you're raised, and in the South, that's more of a normal thing. Where's Michael Vick from? He's from Virginia. So he said it himself. He grew up around that. It was like a gambling thing to them.
Yeah.
They go to a dog fight, they bet, a dog won or whatever. And, it all comes down to how you were raised, how you see it. Me personally, like I said, I wasn't around dog fighting, but I've seen cockfighting before. And plus, I'm a first-generation immigrant. So the way that, immigrants and stuff see animals is just an animal to them.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, that's just a dog. Give him the leftovers, not the fucking buy him his own steak, like how fucking people do in this country, as especially now, where they're like, oh no, the dog sits at the table, or no, the dog sleeps with me every night, and certain things now that I have my own dog and I've experienced that, certain things I've been lenient on, where my girl was like, oh, he sleeps with me every night. I'm like, no, he has fucking 2 beds of his own. He needs to sleep in his own fucking bed.
Yeah.
This is a grown dog, So I'm not like that with dogs, but then, I'll invite him to the bed, and whatever. I've been lenient on some of those things. Anyway, the point I'm getting to is Mike Vick fucked up. He served his time. He did what he had to do. The NFL let him back in the league, and he played for several years.
And nobody really protested that.
Yeah, nobody protested it to this amount. Of course, there was people protesting, but I feel like not to this amount.
No, we're over 500,000 people that signed the petition.
Yeah.
That's not saying who still doesn't agree or agrees with the petition but didn't sign it.
That just didn't do it.
That's who signed it. Over 500,000 people.
Yeah, and he played several other years with the Eagles, the Jets, the Steelers, and it was okay. But this cancel culture, it's the cancel culture. Yeah. They see Vic, he's and it's, first of all, it's the fucking Pro Bowl. We all know the Pro Bowl's a joke right now. Nobody really watches the Pro Bowl. The guys at the Pro Bowl are the 5th alternate.
Yeah.
The main guys that get picked either don't go, or they're hurt, or they're in the Super Bowl. So then you get down to the 4th option, which are still good players, of course, but it's really not the Pro Bowl like how it used to be. Nah. And they're making it seem like they're giving Vic this prestige honor. He's just a fucking captain for a little fucking fun game.
Yeah, it's not, like you said, it's not prestigious. It's not fucking, he's not winning a Nobel Peace Prize.
Yeah.
He's not, you know what I'm saying? And he hasn't been in trouble since the incident.
Yeah,
he's not continuing this. He's not. Bad News Kennels is shut down.
And if anything, he's been part of that. I forgot the name of the organization, but he's part of some organization that's against dog fighting and is actually stopping it.
Yeah.
And saving dogs. So he's
been
doing what he has to do.
He's been rehabbed. He's, let him fucking be a co-captain for a Pro Bowl that nobody cares about.
It's a Pro Bowl. No one really sees it like that. I feel like it's only people that don't really watch football.
This is just
that.
It's all animal lovers.
Yeah, they're thinking that this is some big thing. They're gonna name him the best animal caretaker of all time.
Yeah, he's not trying to reopen a kennel. Let's put it that way. And I understand, like you said, I'm with you. I've had dogs my whole fucking life, so I don't like to see them hurt. I don't like to see them abused. I'm the guy that the dog shit on the floor as a puppy, and we put his nose in it. And you're like, no. And then I feel like shit because I yelled at the dog. And I'm like, you know what I'm saying? But a situation in 08 happened, 07, whatever it was. He did his time. He lost his money. He's remorseful. He's sorry. He didn't do it again. Let the guy fucking coach in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, let the guy fucking live, move on.
He's probably not even the first captain.
Exactly. It was a fucked up thing. Yes, we all know. We keep reiterating so PETA doesn't try to shut us down and our 10 fucking fans. But like I said, he did his time. Well, what else do you want the guy to do? There's always second chances that, especially with something like this.
Greg Hardy came back into the league and nobody protested like this.
Yeah.
And he beat the shit out of his girlfriend.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. There's a bunch of guys that have been in the league or sexual allegations or, have abused their girlfriend or wives or shit. And then they're like, you know what? But this motherfucker can sack the quarterback.
We're signing him. Let's go get him.
So it happens all the time with worse stuff. And like you said, the way I was raised and just the way I grew up, to me, an animal's life isn't more important than a human's life. So, yes, I love animals, like I said, and I do not want to see them abused, and I do not abuse animals. I take fucking, care of my dog very well.
Extraordinary care.
Rachel Ray dog food every fucking month from Amazon on my debit card. It automatically comes. We give them all the fucking amenities. So it's not, what I believe in. But when people are like, oh, you could rape a girl and it's all right, and like 10,000 people will protest, but you killed a bunch of dogs and fucking more than 500,000 people are enraged. Like, come on, guys.
And that's not to get too political on, it's sports talk, but it kind of, like you said, child molesters get how many years in jail?
Yeah.
Around the same as Mike Vick.
Yeah.
And ain't nobody protesting when they get on the street. You get that little notice at your house.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, this guy lives in 371. Don't go there.
Yeah. You just like, beware, but you're not fucking protesting in front of his house like, oh, no, he ordered pizza? Oh, hell no. Don't deliver him pizza. He got to fucking walk to get the pizza. Oh, he's fucking working over here? Fire him immediately. Like, you just have to move on. You can't fucking focus your energy on trying to shut this person down, especially when they're doing the right thing. And, to me, a fucking like child molester is the fucking worst.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's the worst person. Like, you could fucking kill someone and have a legitimate excuse, and I'll be like, I don't trust you, but I feel you. I saw why you did it.
Yeah.
Child molester, you can never tell me a reason, and I'm like, oh, word? She look good? Never. Never in my fucking life. So those people are the worst. But at the same time, I just want to touch on this and we're going to move on. Years after the whole Vic thing happened, I remember, of course, I still have a Vic jersey, and I wore it on a random day. Ooh. And I went to a GameStop, and the cashier was like, really, dude? As soon as I walked in, I didn't even know who he was talking to because there was a bunch of people in the store. And then I'm just walking, not even fucking paying attention to him. And he's like, really? That's what you're going to wear? That's who you're proud of? And then I looked over, and I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? I'm like, it's a fucking jersey. Get over it. It's been years. Do you see me choking a fucking dog?
I bought the jersey. I'm aware of this shit.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And I was just even back then I knew. I'm like, people are fucking ridiculous with this. People will just excuse anything, when it comes to if this person hurt a human or something like that. But when it comes to dogs, certain people are like, no, this is the most important fucking thing in the world. And I just wasn't raised like that, even though I love animals. Like you said, you've seen my fucking dog.
Yeah.
Perfectly taken care of. And yeah, I just think people need to get over it. The guy has moved on with his life. He's changed it to a positive note. He's probably at this point, it's been 12 years through this organization he's working with. He's probably helped more dogs than he harmed by now.
Probably.
It's been 12 years.
I can see that.
So, he was in the NFL in the first phase of his career from 01 to 07. Mm-hmm. That's 6 years. Yeah. And this has been 12 years since he's, been caught and helping out, these animal organizations. So the guy's doing right. Support him there. Donate to his fucking cause. But to shit on him over this little accolade, come on. I feel like move on.
Or, real quick before we do move on, I'm tired of people complaining and not taking action. If you really have that much of an issue with it, then you yourself get involved with animal cruelty situations and movements and programs.
Yeah.
Other than that, don't fucking complain about it.
Yeah.
If you're not going to do nothing, don't complain about it.
Yeah, word, I feel you. Because it's just the cancel culture we live in. Everyone wants to just shut everyone down who they just... And the shit works. That's why, they come out with this thing.
Yep.
Maybe the NFL might feel pressure and they might cut him off. I don't know. I really don't know. I hope they don't. Like we touched on, they already let him play several years after everything happened.
Yeah.
He paid his debt to society. Let's fucking move on.